That was then, this is now. A couple of weeks later, in the greenhouse. And it's not much better, to be quite honest. Cucamelons, going crazy, both sides. Onions there, I really need to get them done. In fact, I'm going to do them today. And then I'm going to start, what's that up there? We've got bees. He's moving around. Which is good. Now I'm going to start sorting these onions out. This is the first thing I've got to do. They're nice and dry. Now I'm not actually going to string them this year. I'm just going to top and tail and put them in that bag. And they should be all right for the next year. Well, here's all the onions. They've been done at last. The last of the summer harvest. Now these will go into storage along with the ones we picked earlier in the year from the autumn sowing last year. And to be honest, I'm quite impressed. I've sort of separated them out into pickling sizes and normal usage. 2 trays of them. Now the red ones, not too good considering how many I put in. But we've got a few fair ones that are of a decent size. Now, as you see in the previous video, a lot of the red ones have bolted, and a lot of people this year have had the same problem with onions bolting. More so the red ones than the white ones. So welcome back. It took me the best part of the evening yesterday just to get all this sorted out. And I must admit, I'm very pleased. It really looks like a greenhouse should look. So I've got a little list here. I'll try and get this out of the sun. We jotted it all down in a bit of paper because we know what children are like with moving labels about. So we're going to start off with our first tomato, which is the Amish paste. Now we've got quite a bit up there, quite a bit of fruit, not quite turning yet, although I've just noticed yes, not good, so we'll have that one off. I'll deal with that. But on the bottom section of the plant are doing really well. There's no blossoming rot. All doing good. Now on the chilli next door, which is the habanero hot wax. Let's try and get out of the way. Very nice. We've already had one off this plant and I'm quite impressed actually. So yeah, lots going on in there. Now I forgot to show you the cucumbers as we first enter. Now these are the Wisconsin. Let's get that right. Wisconsin. So, and they're meant to be a gherkin one. That's a little bit big for a gherkin. And we've also got a bit of a nasty one down there. Let's go under there. That one can come off as well. That's going to be too bitter. It's too yellow. We'll get rid of them. But we've got a couple of good ones coming on now, which is all good. Now we've got our Brads, which is the next tomato, although these, for some reason, have gone really manky. But it is only on the lower ones. So I'm going to cut them off and get rid of them. Yeah, the higher ones seem to be doing all right. Let's have a look at that one. Get in there. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be too bad. So, moving on. We've got some more Smurfs. I've got so many Smurfs in the greenhouse. Although, the last time I did do these Smurfs, there was a lot more trusses. So, yeah, doing very well. We've got a yellow pear. Always a good favourite of mine. And then on the end, we got the Tigerella, which are not really doing that well. Especially up the top, we've got little, I don't think they're going to come to anything. We've got one there. And if we go a bit further down the plant, under the staging, we've got a couple in there. So I'm not overly impressed with them this year. Not in the greenhouse, anyway. More Brads. Okay, they're doing fine. And on the end here, let's have a look at my list. I can't remember what it is. Black Crim. We've got one there. Oh, again, disgusting. I hate this. Oh, this is not a good sight. But it's only the one. So, with a bit of luck, we may get a good few out of that. Now, these hot wax peppers are doing really well. We haven't got many. Well, I say we haven't got many, we've only got one. But the one I have got, I'm very pleased with. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Beans, anybody? Come and have a look in the back here and let me indulge you in what's going on. Come on. Now, before we get in there, I want to show you the plum tree. Not most pleased at all this year. We got one little plum that doesn't want to survive. I think I'm going to have that off actually. But yeah, this year for plums has been absolutely rotten. We had loads of flowers, but this, nothing at all. Anyway, into the little Aladdin's cave. So, it's not about the compost bin, it's all about the peppers. Give you a little update on what's going on with the peppers. Got my little list. And in there, at number 20, we got Romina mixed. Now I think this one I put a little bit too close to the compost bin because I think the slugs and that have had it. Although we got flowers on there, I don't think it's going to come to anything. Now next door, what we got in there? Number 18 is, can't find 18. That's another purple bell. Again, lots of flowers. Now these all are getting pollinated, but I think it's the slugs that are getting to them. I've never had this trouble before. I didn't have it last year. And also in this one, we have got a rogue sunflower, which I don't suppose is helping too much because it's taking all the nutrients out of the soil, which I might add is a bit dry on the top, but if you actually dig down, it is quite moist. Now in this one, what's that one? Number 17 is the Amy, and I had problems with this last year. It has been eaten. Something is having a good munch. Now these are they're meant to be mild, but they are quite spicy. So I think we may have some spicy eating slugs. And this one, number 4, which I think looks like a Kaon. Let's have a look. Yes, it is a Kaon, which is doing well. Now I always have really good luck with these. Every year, they never fail me. But saying that, next year, this could be the worst one. Now, moving on to the outdoor tomatoes. The outdoor tomatoes seem to be doing a lot better than the indoor ones. I think we're going to have that one. It's been out there a little bit too long. But yeah, I'm going to pick all these. But these have been doing really well. These are tigerellas. We've got a little baby one, look. Ooh, lovely. Stick that on there. In fact, as Mr. Terry King says, I'm going to have an excuse me moment. Very nice. But yeah, they're all doing really well. Full trusses. Brad's atomic in there. We've got one that's split there that's probably due to the rain. But some of it's still usable. Now this is how sad I am. I got my tape measure out and I measured this sunflower plant to see if it'd catch up with the one that I grew in the pandemic, which was 3 years ago now. And from the top flower, which is way up there, all the way to the base, is 10 foot. Now it's a multi-stemmed giant sunflower, which I do like, because you get the main head at the top, and you get all these little sunflowers coming out either side. So let us know in the comments below if your sunflower is over 10 foot tall. Now these cucamelons, it's imperative that you pick them at the right time. I'll show you one here. If they're a little bit skinny, they're not ready. They need to be a little bit plump, a little bit like a grape. And they're not meant to be too hard. I find when picking these, it comes with a little bit of experience. I think that one's ready. And we have been eating these in abundance this year. Little fruits of gorgeousness. Now, for those of you that haven't grown these are a cross between a cucumber and a melon. And boy, you really taste them. You really can. There's a one that's probably about the size you want them. That one's probably a little bit just oversized, but still got the good taste. I'm going to go through, I'm going to pick the rest of these because you have to go rummaging, and it's one of the joys with this plant is because it's a rambler, you need to go looking for them. Well, it's been a rather productive couple of days. Managed to get my onions sorted out, get them away, get the greenhouse sorted out as well, which I'm really pleased about. But one thing I did forget to mention, in the last video when I was on the allotment, looking at these big yellow tomatoes, I did forget to tell you the variety. Now, this variety is a heirloom variety. Dr. Waikiki Yellow. Ali, put me right in the comments below if I've pronounced it wrong. These are the ones that got eaten. But yeah, they're massive. They really are. I really don't know what to do with them yet. If anyone's got any ideas, again, pop a comment down below and let us know. What would you do with these? Would you slice them? Stuff them? I have no idea. So that's another little bonus. We've had a little cucumber at the greenhouse, which will serve us well for the next day or so. So we've got our cucumbers, cucamelons as well. Now, we popped out this morning before we started filming to do a bit of shopping. Now, I don't know if people are up to date around the world with what's going on in the UK, but Wilko's or Wilkinson's have gone into administration. And I did have it here, where's it gone? There it is. They've got a 70% discount. That's a 70% discount on their seeds. So I only went in there actually to get some like air freshener granules for the rabbit hutch, which I might add, I actually come out without them. But I did get some good seeds. Now, there wasn't a lot of selection left by the time I got in there, but we got all these. And I must admit, the good lady at the house was not impressed. She thought I'd spent a fortune, but with 70% off, it was £36 before the discount. With the discount, it come to just under £10, I think £9.70 something. And an added bonus is, I don't know how many people actually know this in the UK or around the world. People who buy vegetable seeds in the UK do not pay VAT. You pay VAT on everything in this damn country, including flower seeds, but vegetable seeds you do not. So that was another little bonus. So I think today has been a win-win all round. And it's starting to rain, so I think I'm going to cut this one a little bit short because it is getting rather dark up there. So I'm going to go gather up my goodies, finish my cup of coffee, and I'm going to head on in. So take care everyone, stay safe, happy gardening. Let us know what the weather's like wherever in the world you are, and I will catch up with you very soon. Bye bye for now.